got Christmas tune. Imogen, are you in the Christmas spirit?
I am.
Do they play this song and anyone just...
No.
You know this song?
No, I don't.
That's Orfeh on my phone singing. Yeah, we love her too.
That's a proper belt, that is.
She has a big voice, that one. And that was my Christmas tree that I got at Home Goods. I hope you all enjoyed that.
And that means that Paul has been interviewing people all week with glitter all over him. True story.
That's true, yeah. She was like, why do you have glitter all over your face?
Why have you got glitter?
Because I was at Home Goods.
And I didn't know quite whether I should say something in the morning meeting or not.
Yeah, it was
uncomfortable. I spent the whole morning meeting going, do I point it out or not?
Well, we're live at 5, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, here we are. We're at work. We're at Broadway.com. And Imogen and Imogen Lloyd Webber, we had a great night last night.
We were
at this School of Rock. We got some free coasters.
We
free coasters because they had coasters on the bars at the party last night.
We've got look how many Paul Wontorek.
So we took a bunch. I thought, you know what, we should have School of Rock coasters. It only makes sense.
Yeah.
What an awesome.
It was good, wasn't it?
How are you feeling?
It was a good night.
It was a great night for the Lloyd Webbers.
It was a great night for the Lloyd Webbers. I didn't really drink last night because it was all a bit stressful, and I suddenly got very tired at 11:30. There were some good reviews that came out, but it was all just a bit.
Yeah, and on the flip side, went to the after party.
Well, there you go.
I was out for a bit.
He was out for a bit.
It was fun. It was a nice celebratory. It's nice when you go to a Broadway opening and good reviews come out because everyone's happy.
Everyone's
happy. It's a happy atmosphere.
I mean, it's a happy show. It's
right?
not trying to reinvent the sort of the modern musical. It's not being very serious. It's not trying to do anything. It's just a fun night out.
Hell of a lot of fun. Everyone needs to see School of Rock. And wait, so we woke up to big news. School of Rock is going to London.
School of Rock is going to London, to the London Palladium.
Wow, that theater's huge.
It is huge.
That's what we saw.
2,100 seats. So massive theatre, bigger than anything on Broadway. So it's going there. But it's a great family house. The London Palladium is known for family shows. Yeah. So it's going to go there, and it's also going to go on US tour in 2017.
Wow.
Plus, you'll probably be able to do School of Rocks in your schools from January, I think. So
you know what else is going on tour in 2017? Love Never Dies.
He's obsessed.
I like Love Never Dies. Speaking of Sierra Bogas. So Sierra Bogas, she had a great night. Alex Brightman. Like it's kind of a Stars Born moment, right?
Big moment. Great reviews.
I've known Alex's name for a while.
Yeah.
Alex is like one of those guys that's done benefits for years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And 54 Below concerts and gigs and suddenly like he's like carrying that show.
He is carrying that show
in such a crazy way. And I remember when they first announced School of Rock, I thought, well, who's going to be Jack Black? There's no way they're going to find someone to be Jack Black, and they found Alex Brightman. And he's not Jack Black. He's doing his own thing, and it's amazing.
I sort of like the fact that they haven't gone for a big film star to try and carry the show. The show worked. There are great people in it, and the show, I think, hopefully is going to work.
And those kids.
It's good material. And those kids.
The kids is funny.
Amazing.
Because I was there later than you. It was like 1 o'clock, and the kids were still running around, and the parents running after them is hilarious. Including little Luca, who was here on Friday for Live at 5.
He had a great night.
Yeah. Yeah, he's so funny. He's so funny. That kid is hilarious.
So we need to talk about some news. So Sherry Renee Scott, big friend of the site. So she did Hall Inside a Loop off Broadway.
Whirl Inside a Loop, which means it's a thumbprint reference.
Say it. I've always said it wrong.
I finally figured out what it meant. It had to do with thumbprints.
Oh.
It's a style of thumbprint.
I wonder if that's not how British people say it. Anyway, point being, she did that off Broadway, and it's all set in a prison, and an actress goes into a prison. Anyway, apparently it's coming to Broadway.
That's what she told people last night.
But with a different actress. So she wrote it and was in it off Broadway.
But now
apparently
she won't be in it.
They're going to have a name on Broadway.
Okay.
But I mean, it's directed by Michael Mayer, who's a busy man. He's doing Funny Girl in London right now.
And I talked to him last night about Funny Girl. He's he said it's incredible. He was talking about how great Sheridan Smith is.
Well, she is great. I mean, I don't know whether it's going to be very tough for them because I know Imelda Staunton is going to come over here with Gypsy, and now there's all this talk of Sheridan coming over with Funny Girl, and it's very tough. And the View from the Bridge crowd managed to do it. Come over a whole bunch of Brits and do it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Broadway's a different kettle of fish to London, let's put it that way, when you're doing a quintessential American show.
Somebody said it sounds like Orange is the New Black, except all the prisoners are male, and Orange is the New Black is all female. And it's all about Sherry Renee Scott sort of go. It's a real story of what she did when she went in and worked with prisoners on developing theater arts, right? The Wiz skit. That's so funny you said that, because that's next on my list. The Wiz skit was funny on Saturday Night Live. That was really super clever, and it looked like the real costumes from the Wiz.
It looked like they sort of got them, which was perfectly possible.
It looked just like it, and then Ryan Gosling played the Scarecrow from the Wizard of Oz, and it was funny. And he was trying to figure out why everything was so funky.
Now, didn't we find out something about Nene Leakes connected to the Wiz?
Oh yeah, there's an Ask a Star video. Nene Leakes is in Chicago right now, and there's an Ask a Star video that we shot with her that just went up on the site. And apparently she says she wants to play Eveline in the Wiz on Broadway.
Well, we'll see what Neil Merrin and Craig
Eveline's
have to say
a great
about
role.
that.
I actually wanted our special guest today to play Eveline at one point. Official _ Orfeh. She'd be a good Eveline. We'll talk about that in a minute. Is Gypsy confirmed? Not confirmed yet.
Not confirmed, but there's a lot of buzz about that. Funny Girl.
Yes, we can talk about the If Then tour. So they announced that Jackie Burns, who was Idina Menzel's standby on Broadway, and amazing in the role, by the way. I got to see her go on. I also saw John Colella go on, which was fun.
You actually went on special trips to If Then when the understudies or when Jackie was on and everything. You actually specially went.
Who went?
You did.
Oh,
you went on a visit.
Yes, absolutely. I had to see John Colella sing that show, so I went and saw the second half. I snuck in. Don't do it, kids, but I did. Anyway, Jackie Burns is great in the part, and she's a former Alphabet, as you know. And Anthony is staying with the tour. That's right. And LaShawn's, James Snyder, and Idina Menzel are not. So there's new cast members. And Cabin in the Sky, speaking of LaShawn's, there's a nice flow here.
There is a nice flow today.
It's accidental flow.
Interlinking.
So LaShawn's is doing Cabin in the Sky at Encore's opposite Norm Lewis.
Which we love.
They are old friends.
And keep an eye on the site, because I might just be interviewing Norm Lewis this week.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Norm Lewis is at 54 Below, isn't he?
So
and then the other big news is the Grammy nominations came out.
Well, surprise, surprise, Hamilton got a nomination.
I'm so shocked.
I mean, I don't really know. I wonder what's going to win, Paul.
I can't imagine.
I don't...
Can we make any money off this?
Along with Fun Home, Tony Winner, American in Paris, King and I, and Something Rotten. Now, the interesting thing about this is, though, is that Hamilton, obviously, because it opened so early in the 2015-16 season, qualifies for this year's Grammys, whereas everything that opens in the season, all the other shows like School of Rock and Colour Purple and all of those will qualify for next year's Grammys.
Right.
So although all those shows that are opening this year will lose the Tony to Hamilton in June, they might win a Grammy.
Somebody said they're upset that On the 20th Century didn't get nominated. That's a good album too.
Yeah,
there's a guy named Andy Carl in that show. And speaking of good flow, that's a good
opportunity for me.
That's a good opportunity.
Bye, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce Orfeh. Come on over, Orfeh. There you go. Hi. How you doing?
What's going on?
I saw you last night. You were at the opening.
I was at the opening.
This whole show has so much connectivity.
That was fun.
Did you guys have fun? You were there with your dashing husband, Andy.
I was there with my dashing husband, Andy, and we had a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rock and roll show. You guys are very rock and roll. People think of you and they think rock and roll.
Well, I made music for all of the 90s.
So you actually, I was playing it before. You released a little single. This is a song that I've heard you sing
110 times. Because
you've done it at like a lot of. Somebody just said Paulette. Yes, Paulette, Legally Blonde, Tony nominee. But yeah, this is a song. Why do you love this song? This is a great Christmas song.
Well, it's just first of all, I'm very old and dear friends with Darlene Love. We did Me and Mrs. Jones together. Yeah. And I'm also
that was a good show.
That was a great show. It was one of my favorite. And I'm actually going up to the Triad later tonight to sing with Nita Whitaker, who was also in Me and Mrs. Jones. So I'm doing a duet, like a Whitney Houston duet with her at the Triad this evening. But I always told Darlene, second to only you, I think I sing Baby Please Come Home the most out of anyone in the entire world. And so she always thought that was hilarious. And I've done it at benefits every year for the past 15 years.
Jeffrey saw Darlene in Hairspray. That's right.
There you go.
She was great.
So did I.
Yeah, she was wonderful.
So I once, she was like, why don't you just do it as a single? And, this was a long time ago. And I said, one of these days I will. And this is one of those days.
Awesome.
So no more bootlegs.
Please come home.
Christmas, baby, please
Christmas,
come home.
parenthesis, baby, please come home.
Yep.
And it's on Amazon Music now, right?
Right now it's on Amazon. You can type in Orfeh and iTunes imminently.
We're
just waiting.
It'll be on iTunes any minute. So everyone get it. It's an awesome, beautiful, beautiful track.
And Andy's on backup vocals.
Andy Carl on backup.
It's really good. We didn't.
And who arranged it?
We did. Stephen Jamel and myself and Andy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we arranged it. We produced it. We did all of it, and we did it in about warp speed time because I've been threatening to do this for years, and we finally got us all in the same room. And we did it. We put it out, and I did it for the fans because they've all come out to the benefits every year.
Yeah.
And so they have these
bootlegs.
grainy bootlegs on YouTube. So now you can download it. It's 99 cents, and it's like the cheapest Christmas present you're going to be able to buy all year.
I just love hearing your
voice.
Bye
for everybody.
I love hearing your voice.
Thank you.
You have such an incredible voice.
Thank you.
And I always want you to sing to me.
I can sing to you. But you can also download that and play it over and over.
Yeah, totally. Somebody asked a minute ago, do you have any advice for aspiring actors? I'm sure people ask you that all the time.
They do ask me that all the time.
It's a hard one, right?
How long do we have? How long do we have?
Somebody said you're worth more than 99 cents. Agreed.
Oh, thank you. Maybe it'll be $1.29 on.
Karen said finally a legal recording.
Finally a legal recording, Karen.
Advice. Gut reaction.
You got to really I always say this, so I sound repetitive, but you've got to really grow a very thick skin and figure out what it is that you're the best at of anyone, because there's a zillion actors, a zillion singers, a zillion people going to college to be actors and singers or high school. You just have to figure out what your niche is, that either you're the only one who can do that other people are going to then come and do, or you're just going to have to, really figure it out. It's not easy. It's not easy because there are a lot of downs and then you get a couple of ups. It's like what I always say. It's like, I haven't been on the cover of Vanity Fair yet, but I've managed to sustain a career as an actor and never have a day job. Right. So to me, that's already a success, and people get on me about, well, why aren't you more famous? I'm like, well, if people disturb you while you're eating, I think that means you're famous.
Right.
But it depends on everybody. It depends on what it is that you want to do and what it is that do you want to be a working actor who never has to, fetch someone coffee, or do you want to be a superstar?
That's a good question right there. What song do you belt in the shower, girl?
It's generally I generally belt like some old school Mariah Carey.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely.
We like that.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, that's always.
If it's over! Because the acoustics are really good in the shower.
Please, feel free to keep singing.
Yeah, thank you.
So how's that? Andy's on Law and Order SVU.
Andy's a star. Andy's going to be on the cover of Vanity Fair. No, I don't know.
How is that? You're always such a great cheerleader for each other's careers.
Oh my God.
I love that. I love that about you too.
I live for him to be successful. I live for him to be happy. I want everyone to see what he can do because I think he's the most wonderful person I've ever had the good fortune of meeting. So I just happen to be married to him.
So are you guys all about watching Law and Order right now?
Yeah. But I've been a huge SVU fan for years. I did Criminal Intent.
Yeah, you're on Law and Order. Yeah, I remember that.
I looked crazy, but it was great, and I loved the franchise. It's like it's on all the time. At any point in time, you can turn on the TV and Law and Order's on.
Yeah,
you know that, right? Yeah. So SVU marathon all day. So the fact that he's on, I kind of feel like I conjured it just out of love for the show.
Has it changed him at all? Is he like on cop mode? Is he like? Was he a detective? Was he the sergeant?
He's the sergeant.
Sergeant.
He's
Sarge.
The big cheese.
Sorry. Yeah. Big cheese.
No, it hasn't changed him at all. I just don't see him ever.
Right.
Yeah. Well, what else is new?
Somebody, a Legally Blonde fan, just asked if you ever actually been to Ireland.
I have not been to Ireland. I have not been to Ireland, but there is a town in Ireland called Oranmore, which is not spelled the way that
There really is?
Yes, there's a town.
Oranmore?
Paige Price sent me a picture.
That was your dance group.
Yes, my dance group in the 90s were and More.
Yeah.
And Paige Price years later sent me a picture saying, look where I am. I'm in Oranmore.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so who knew?
I had never knew that.
I will go, Meg.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen any community theater productions of Legally Blonde? I do that all the time.
I've seen some high school and junior high school productions, some kiddie productions.
Fun to watch
it's
kids
hilarious. I sit there and have the best time. I've done it probably 3 times. I saw Rosie O'Donnell's daughter Vivi in one.
What did she play?
She played one of the girls, the cheerleader, the sorority girls.
The sorority girls.
The sorority girls.
Yeah.
And then I saw one way out, And then I saw another one, and these were all like young kids, so they had to clean up a lot of the, suggestive things. Yeah. Not that the show was very suggestive, but I've seen 3 productions.
It makes you realize what a good show it is, right?
Oh yeah, but I knew that. I knew that when I was in it.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody needs to buy some Orfeh music.
Yes, buy the Christmas song I made for you guys.
99 cents.
Yeah.
And any other shows you're looking forward to seeing on Broadway?
Well, I just saw School of Rock last night, which was amazing. Color Purple, I want to see.
Color Purple.
Yeah. Really want to see this one because I didn't get a chance to see the last one because I was in something at the time. So
Meg was there when MTV filmed Legally Blonde. That was a big deal.
That was a great
That was
day.
awesome.
Yeah, I had a good time.
And it lives on forever on YouTube, right?
Yes.
That performance.
We're way more successful now than we were when we were in the show.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. Hilarious.
It really does.
The Wiz.
Oh yeah, what'd you think of The Wiz? Oh yeah,
I loved it.
So what I said before is I thought you should play Evelyn at some point.
I went in.
They've done like multicultural versions of The Wiz.
They have. There was a version that was supposed to be on television zillions of years ago, probably around the time of Saturday Night Fever. And I went in a few times for Evelyn.
Really?
Yep. And Anika Noni Rose was actually slated to play Dorothy.
Wow.
So it would have been Anika and I in that version.
Somebody thinks you should just play Glinda. That'd be good too.
Listen, let them give me the role. I'll be happy.
You don't have to be evil.
I don't have
You can be friendly.
I am friendly.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming. Thank you guys.
You guys, let me know how you get if you like the single.
Look for that single. You can find her on Twitter at @official_Orfeh or on Instagram
at Orfeh.
Orfeh. Just Orfeh.
Yep.
All right. Bye, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.